YouTube. Lil, have you experienced that before? In your relationship, if your partner doesn't know you're watching it, then yes, it's cheating. Have you had that experience? Mama Kels. Yes, 100% if you have a partner. It says heart, purple heart. Okay. Okay. I think yes, if there's basically no need to do it, do plenty of things with your partner already. I feel like it's cheating no matter what. Abby Martin, 100% it is. What is your opinion? I believe it is cheating, particularly if you're in a committed monogamous relationship with another person and you've said something like, I love you, only you, mind, body, and soul till death do us part. If you are engaging in the act of masturbation to another person on a screen that's a stranger, I think that's cheating. It's going against the agreement, which is to put my eyes only on you. Not you and everybody else on the internet. Did I see your comment, Lil? I have, yes, and I'm still with him and gave him a second chance. Yeah. Okay. Sorry to hear that. And how's that working for you? Give him a second chance. Is he doing anything about that? Soph, watching corn is cheating. Had no idea it was debatable for others. Well, Soph, give me a follow. My name's Austin. And watch what people think as they come on here. And share. Speaking of guests, let's bring a guest on.
It's good.
Hey there, what's going on?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing good, thanks. Are you 18 or over?
Yep.
All right, is porn cheating?
No, I wouldn't say so.
No? Okay, why is that?
I think it's good to do. I like it, so.
You think it's good to watch pornography?
I mean, yeah, if my partner's not, satisfying me enough, then, yeah, I'm going to have to take it to the next level, obviously.
Okay. Obviously. Why is that obvious?
If my partner's not meeting my needs, then I'm going to have to help those needs be met, and I'm going to have to add things to my life that are going to meet those needs.
Okay. What are your needs?
Curvy body, probably.
A curvy body.
Yeah.
Got it. So if your girlfriend doesn't have a curvy body or isn't providing you
it's
one,
not that she doesn't have a curvy body. It's just that she's not curvy enough.
She's not curvy enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So your girlfriend isn't curvy enough, therefore you go to pornography to try and find the right curves?
Yeah, basically. Sometimes. I don't do it all the time, but probably 4 to 5 days a week.
4 to 5 days a week. Okay.
Yeah.
How curvy would be curvy enough for you?
Oof. Probably Brecky Hill level.
What is that? I'm not familiar.
Brecky Hill level?
Is that a porn star?
I mean, yeah, but
I'm not going to search it.
Well, I mean, just see, But probably triple D, F actually, probably an F.
Okay.
About 34 inches waist. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. And so if you don't have that in your romantic partner, you're going to turn to pornography to get it?
I mean, how else would I do it? I mean, I don't really. Is there another option that I'm not seeing here?
You could just have your girlfriend or your romantic partner be your standard of beauty instead of pornography.
But it's not that the pornography is my standard of beauty. It's that the curviness is my standard of beauty, and that's what I'm trying to meet.
Got it. Then why have you settled?
What do you mean, why have I settled?
If your standard of beauty is higher than your partner, why have you settled for what your partner offers?
She has a good personality. It's not that I won't not date her, but I'm gonna include other things in my life that are gonna help me meet those needs. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. So she has a good personality, but her curviness isn't up to your standard.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't like know I watch porn at all. I've never told her. I'm probably not going to, because I don't think it's cheating. I don't think she needs to know. Honestly, it's something that I have for business, so I do it or not.
Oh, really? What? Why is that?
Yeah, because our sex life is our sex life, and she doesn't know. She doesn't need to know what I'm, because it doesn't matter. It's not cheating. It doesn't. She doesn't need to know. There's no reason for her to know. Well, what's the reason for her to know that?
Well, I think. Why do you think? Like, why are you hiding it?
What'd you say?
Why are you hiding it?
Well, I mean, she'll probably get mad if she finds out. I don't know.
Okay, why do you think she'd get mad?
She probably thinks it's cheating. I don't.
Well, why are you hiding it though? Like, if you're loud and proud about pornography,
Because I
why
think
not
it's
just tell her?
Well, because she thinks it's probably cheating, and I'm not going to tell her because I don't want her to break up with me.
Got it. So she probably thinks it's cheating, and if she
Yeah, but it's
found
not.
out, she would probably break up with you. So therefore, you're going to hide it from her.
Yeah, but it's not cheating. So,
Got it. What does that say about your integrity?
I mean, I'm not cheating, so it doesn't really say anything about my integrity.
Put the cheating aside. Put the cheating aside. The fact that you're willingly hiding something from your partner that you have a very strong intuition would be upsetting to her.
Do you tell everything to your partner?
I try to the best of my ability.
You tell her literally everything about your life.
I try to the best of my ability.
Okay, so you would tell her something that's going to directly hurt her. You would tell her that.
Yes.
You probably don't care about me. I mean, because like I'm not going to want to hurt her, right? Because we've been dating for like 3 years. So if I tell her that I've been like watching porn this entire time in our relationship, I don't want her to get hurt from that. You know what I'm saying?
Why don't you just not watch the porn then?
No, but yeah, and I agree with that. I mean, I've tried to quit. It's just like, and probably the most I've gone without watching it in like the past year is probably like 5-6 days. No, maybe like a week. And then I recycle back. I don't know.
Why have you tried to quit?
I have tried to quit.
I know. I said why. Why have you tried to quit?
Well, I mean, like, because I don't like. I wanna open up to her and be like, yeah, I used to have a porn addiction. But I don't want to be like, well, I currently have one.
Got it. So you actually do you want to stop watching pornography?
I mean, like, yeah.
Okay.
I think that'd be good, but like, I mean, like, she's still not meeting my needs. So I don't know what I'd do with that. So like, what would you probably suggest that like I should do in order to meet those needs? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll ask you again. What are the needs?
Well, I mean, like, I would just say her body's not as like flourishing as I would want it to be. You know?
Got it. How old
Why
are
all
you?
people trying to like dog? I don't know why your chat's being weird. They're like saying what's his girlfriend's at. I don't know. Your chat's being weird. But anyways, what were you gonna say?
How old are you?
How old am I? I already
Yeah.
said my age.
I don't think you did. I asked if you were 18 or over, and you said yes.
Oh, I'm 20.
You're 20. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, the thing is, man, like you're describing your need is for her body to fit a certain mold and level of
Yeah.
curviness.
Yeah.
Why is
but
that a need of yours? Like, what will happen to you if your partner doesn't have those features?
Well, I'm not gonna get satisfied in bed. That's what's gonna happen.
You're not going to get satisfied in bed.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And what would happen if you don't get satisfied in bed?
Well, I guess I do kind of get satisfied because I like incorporate the pornography into it, you know. But like, if I didn't do that, then I'd probably get pretty. I'd probably like want to just. I don't know. I'd probably be just depressed, low-key.
You'd be depressed. Okay. So your ability to be depressed or not depressed, I just want to make sure I'm following you, relies on how satisfied you are sexually.
Well, I mean, that's not like the only reason, but I'd say that's like a pretty big part.
Okay.
Is that not the same with you?
No, definitely not.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. So what would you like suggest that I do then?
Well, one, I would just notice that I mean, to imply that your partner's curviness will decide essentially your emotional state, I think that can be dangerous, a dangerous way of thinking. Does that make sense?
Really?
Uh-huh.
I mean, yeah. So like basically, you're saying like I shouldn't care about her looks at all?
That's not what I said. No, did you hear me say that?
No, but
Okay. No,
okay.
I'm
Why
just
is the
saying.
chat like doc seconds? But
I don't know.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know. Why do you think they're doing that, based on what you're saying?
I mean, I don't. Am I like being crazy, or is what I'm saying crazy? Like, be honest. Like, because I'm not trolling. Like, I'm trying to be like.
I got it. I got it. I'll hang.
Like, I'm being serious.
Yeah. How old were you when you started watching pornography?
Well, I mean, like, I got into a relationship with her about 3 years ago, but when I started watching it, probably 4, so like a year before we started dating, I guess. But
4 years ago.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. You don't need to go into extreme detail, but what about your physical appearance? Like, do you have a?
I mean, what do you mean? Like, how tall am I, or is that what you're asking?
Well, like you have this incredibly high standard for her, and I'm just curious. Again, I don't want to make it all about vanity, but like,
I mean, I think
how would you
I'm
rate
pretty decent.
yourself?
How would I rate? Like on a scale of what?
1 to 10. 10 being I want to say Brad Pitt, but that might be a little
1 to
dating me.
10, probably like a 2.
You're a 2.
No, okay, I'll 4. We'll say 4.
4 meaning like 1 is low attractiveness and 10 is super attractive?
Yeah, probably 4.
Got it. Okay, so you're a 4, and it sounds like you're wanting her to be an 11.
No, not 11, dude. Come on.
Oh, okay. What are you wanting her to be?
Like, probably like an 8 at least.
An 8. Okay, so you want her to be at least an 8, and you're rating yourself as a 4.
I mean, I don't think looks are like the like. I think I have a good person. I mean, I've been told by girls before like I'm the funniest person they've ever met. So,
got it.
I think personality plays. Do you think? I mean, I don't think looks is what all that matters. You know what I'm saying?
I for sure don't think looks are all that matters. All right, so you have an expectation that she look a certain way in order to satisfy your needs, and your needs are that your girlfriend maintain a certain level of curviness.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about the emotional connection?
Yeah, it's the sexual connection is like the emotional connection.
Oh, good question. How would you rate your girlfriend 1 to 10?
Oh gosh. I'd probably say. I mean, like we're like the whole shebang, or just looks wise.
Looks.
Probably like a 7.25.
7.25. Okay, so she's almost double what you rate yourself.
Yeah, I mean, she's better looking than me. I'll admit
She's
that.
better looking than you. Okay.
But I mean, I'm the man. She's the woman. So I don't. Like.
Well, what does that mean?
Well, I feel like men. I wasn't trying to be I'm not trying to be sexist here, but like men are gonna want women that look better than them. That's just, I feel like that's how like we're hardwired. Like we're not gonna like unattractive women. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. So.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay.
I'm not agreeing or disagreeing, but I'm tracking with you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you started watching pornography 4 years ago, you said?
Yep. Correct.
Okay. When you were 16, that's pretty late for someone your age.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm curious.
One of my friends introduced it to me.
Yeah. All right. I want to go back to, you said that you don't want to tell her that you watch pornography, but you actually do want to be free from it. Like you want to stop.
Like I would like to stop because I care about her and I think it would hurt her if she knew.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it would hurt her, and I don't want her to be hurt because I care about her. I mean, I do. I'm pretty attached to her. So
does she know like that you have ever watched pornography?
Yeah. But I mean, like, yeah, I told her I used to. But
okay. But was that a lie?
Well, yes and no, because I did used to, but I still do. Yeah.
Okay. So how much truthfulness and trust do you want to have in your relationship?
Well, ideally, probably 100%.
Okay. With regard to this issue in your relationship, how trustworthy do you think that your relationship is?
Like on like a percentage scale, probably
Sure.
say probably like 70%.
70. Okay. What would bring it to closer to 100?
If I probably stopped watching and I told her that I did, but I'm gonna stop now because I care about her. But I mean, I've also like caught her lying about things too. But I mean, I've forgiven her for that. But I don't know if you want to go deep into that or not. If that's too
Yeah.
personal. But
Well, we can if you want to, but all right. So you think if you were to stop watching pornography and tell her, that would help get you closer to 100% trust, at least in this relationship?
sorry, repeat. Sorry, my cousin walked in my room. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. So if you were to stop watching pornography and tell her that you had been watching it and you stopped or you are trying to stop, you think that would get you closer to 100% trust, at least in
Yeah.
this part of your relationship?
Yeah, but she'd probably break up. I mean, wouldn't you think she'd break up with me though? Like, I feel like that's what she'd probably do. I don't know.
I don't know. But if she does, don't you think that she deserves knowing the truth?
Yeah, but I feel like she's gonna get hurt by it because I mean, she's told me like she loves me before.
Yeah.
And she,
Have you ever
like-
heard that saying, the truth hurts?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is a good saying. Yeah,
It is a good saying. And there's another saying like that, the truth will also set you free.
So you think like I'm kind of like locked right now, and like it'd be better if I told her the truth for her
Well,
and me, or just for?
I don't know what will be better or worse for you. Depends on how you define that. But what I do know, or what I do believe, is that whatever happens as a consequence of telling the truth is always the best thing that can happen.
Mm,
Now,
Interesting.
frequently that can lead to pain. It can lead to heartache. It can lead to a fracture of a relationship. But it's always the best thing that can happen. And yes, that is a Jordan Peterson quote. The consequence of not telling the truth means, like for you, you would live in this dichotomy of, I know I should do this, but I feel like I can't. And you've only been doing this a couple years. But if you run this one out another 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 years, what would the impact of that be on you and or the relationship?
Well, I mean, I'd probably be pretty sad. She'd probably, I mean, like eventually she's gonna find out. I feel like, wouldn't you think so?
She probably will. Yeah, most women do, if she doesn't already know. I mean, you know,
I, mean, I don't think she. I feel like she already would have broke up with me if she knew. But.
yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, a lot of women, you know, that I've worked with, they know, but they choose not to say anything. They keep their head in the sand.
Isabel is my cousin. I don't know. Anyways,
All right, man.
yeah.
Well, what do you want to do?
Well, I mean, I guess like what would your advice be in this situation?
Well, if you actually want to stop, if you actually want to break free
I
from
do.
pornography, you can do that, man. You absolutely can do that. And it first starts with having the courage to name what's real, to name the reality of what's going on, or to tell the truth, to get help, to have somebody walk you through this of how to actually break free from it. Tell the truth to people who are close to you and can help and support you. Telling your partner. Yeah, name it to tame it, 100%. Right? I have books and resources in my bio that can help you get on that path. But look, man, you're 20 years old. A lot of people your age think everybody does it. They think everybody their age watches pornography, and that is just not true.
Really?
A high percentage of people do. Don't make no mistake, but not everybody does it. And the thing that a lot of young
Kev guy just said in the chat, he said being loyal to one woman is hard. That is true too.
Totally,
I feel like as men, we are attracted. We're gonna be attracted to multiple women. You know?
Sure, and even the honesty of that comment, right? Being loyal to one woman is hard. Okay, yeah, like especially when you're young and you're in the dating pool and you're dating. Yeah, okay, it is hard to settle down, if you want to say, right? But it's also the most rewarding way that you can experience a romantic relationship. So you can
Yeah.
do it, man.
So,
But look,
so like, does this like stem from like religious beliefs you have, or no? Just like,
I can give a religious presentation to why monogamy is the better path and why not lusting is the better path. I can give a non-religious presentation as well. Either one. Which do you want?
well, I mean, I'm a Christian me personally, so probably.
Okay. If you're a Christian, I would look at Matthew 5:27 and 28, where Jesus said that you may have heard it said, "Thou shalt not commit adultery." And then Jesus says, "But I say to you, if you even look at a woman with lustful intent, you've committed adultery with her in your heart." And he says to flee from that, to turn away from it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to like. How do I flee? I don't know. Like how, because I've tried. How do I flee? I don't. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. So who else in your life knows that you have this issue?
Well, I think like, well, I've told like my close friends and siblings too. Yeah, that's about it.
Mm-hmm. What about your parents?
I don't really talk to my mom anymore, but my dad, I talk to him, but like I'm not as close to them, I guess. So.
Okay. Well, I would dive into that. Just the relationship with your parents.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell there's something there.
Yeah.
But usually there's a tremendous amount of shame involved with pornography. And it's not just the act of looking at pornography, though that's part of it, but getting clear about what the shame is that you're carrying. Most people carry around shame with their sexual habits. And being able to really dive into those at a deep level to figure out where the pain is that you're running from. Oftentimes people look at pornography because they're trying to escape pain. So figuring out the source of the pain and figuring out why you're using pornography in the first place, then you can actually heal from what's going on beneath the surface. You're probably familiar with things like NoFap and, No Nut November and all that. None of that works. It's great attempts. I would never knock that, but you're really not going to change anything until you get beneath the surface of the issue to figure out what you're dealing with. And so, like I said, there's a lot of books and resources you can use. I would highly recommend getting into community with other men who are wanting to break free from this. I have a community. You can go to link in my bio to join that.
Like a church or something?
It could be a faith community, sure. There's SAA type communities. I think NoFap has communities. But being in a place where you can actually talk about this and be encouraged to move in a healthier path to be a healthier man, which I would say any man can do, is going to be part of this. And so, yeah.
Well, thank you, bro, for your advice. So, but like, just one more question. Do you think I should confess to her right now, or try to quit and then confess, or what should I do?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what's right for you. I don't know the tone of the relationship, but what I would say is, waiting to tell the truth. Well, why wait? That's what I would say. Why wait? However, have a plan. Have a plan. Like if you're just like, hey, I'm struggling with porn, okay, fine. But what's your plan to actually break free from this?
Yeah.
So it would be, I think it would be way, go over way better if you were to say, hey, look, I've realized I'm struggling with pornography. I need help. I've sought out these resources. I plan on buying this book, joining this group, maybe having some sort of support in place. I'm sorry. I know that this has hurt you, but I'm really going to work to change this. That's way better than, again, no, I'm not saying you did this, but a lot of men do this, again, going to her and saying, hey, I watch porn. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your advice, bro. I don't want to, hold up your live stream or panel, but I'm definitely going to take the things you said to me into account. I appreciate you for having me up.
Yeah, man. Sounds good. Thanks for chatting.
All right. Yep. God bless.
Let's do. Yep, you too. W's in the chat for our guests. And what's going on to Coops Granny, Reviving Nikki, Trina. I'm just calling out all my regulars that I know by name. Who else we got? Who's a regular? Who here thinks you're a regular? If you're a regular, say I'm a regular, and then I'll try to commit that to memory. Mama Cece, you're a regular, right? That's a different name, though. Oh, wait. No. Okay, I know who you are. Not a regular, but love your page. Love that. You're not doing any more debates? I don't know. Am I? I'll bring you on. You want to chat?
Hello.
Hey there. What's going on?
So why do you have that as your prompt? That doesn't make sense at all, actually.
Why do I have that as my prompt? It doesn't make sense. Well, first of all, are you 18 or over?
I'm 20.
You're 20. Okay. Why do I have this as my prompt? Because I like creating conversation about pornography on the internet.
Okay, but
What doesn't make sense to you?
That it's pornography is in the indirect contact, right? It's like it's through a screen. So technically, nothing that, for example, porn isn't. It's not cheating because it doesn't. It's not a one-on-one, conversation, or it doesn't. It's not a person to person.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. I want to reply to these comments. New here, Kayla Ann, Lisa, new. Welcome all the new people, a lot of new people. Give me a follow if you guys don't follow me already. My name is Austin Hamilton, also known as the Porn Coach. Regular Eric and Jess. Hi, Austin. How's it going? Mama Cece, here every time I go live. Love it. Esme, new. Love it. Welcome. New, great work. New here. All right. Welcome to all the new people. All right. So it's indirect, therefore not cheating.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Do you watch pornography?
Yeah, I watch it like 2 times a week.
2 times a week. Okay. Are you in a relationship?
And listen, I only watch it, right, because I'm a smart kid and watch it because I want to learn from it, right? And I have learned so much about it that now I'm like, I feel like I'm a pro at it.
You feel like okay, you're a smart kid and you want to learn from it and you feel like you are a pro at it. What do you mean by it? You're a pro at watching porn?
I already mastered every position, so I feel like I can, my girlfriend is happier than before. That's what I mean.
Got it. Your girlfriend is happier than before because you've mastered every position?
Yep.
Got it. Okay. Is your partner there right now?
No, my partner is working right now. She clocked in at 25 minutes ago. 3 o'clock.
Okay. Got it. Okay. All right. You've mastered every position, and now your partner is happier. Okay.
Yeah, bro. I mean, technically, people that watch that for their own pleasure are people that I feel like they're either, I don't know, antisocial, or they don't feel good about themselves, right? Because it's easy to find a girlfriend.
All right, let me ask you this. So you've mastered it. So are you done with pornography now?
Technically, yeah, I'm done.
Okay. So you're never going to watch it again because you've learned what you need to know?
No, but I go into it to look into more, positions, right? But
hold on. Time out. You said you mastered them all.
Yeah, the ones that I've watched.
Oh, got it. So there's still more you need to discover.
Yeah, I feel like it's like a dictionary, right? There's words into it, and there's words that are being added. So yeah.
Got it. Okay. All right.
But listen, why do you think porn is cheating though if it's indirect, right? For example, would you say that me going into a beach and looking at girls, well, obviously because they're in the beach, right? And me just looking at a handsome woman, is that cheating? Is that considered cheating? What if I think like, oh look,
hold on, time out. Did you just call a woman handsome?
No.
You didn't?
I said like
you literally just said that. Did I miss that?
My bad.
And everybody in the chat is also saying that.
My bad.
I don't care, man. I'm just trying to get clear. Did you say, is that a common thing you say? You refer to women as handsome?
No, I refer them to attractive, and that's probably more respectful, I would say, right? Attractive.
I don't care. I just thought that was
attractive.
Interesting. I've never referred to a woman as handsome before. All right, so let's say you go to the beach and you see some handsome women. Then what?
Then I'm like, oh look, this woman is fine as fuck, and then I start imagining things, right? Or like, oh look, I want to marry this girl, or look, I want to date this girl, I want to take her out on a date, I want to have a one night thing. there's things that man, you
Well,
probably
here
think
here
like
would here
that,
would be my
but when you have a
question.
woman,
Here would be my question. If you're at the beach with your girlfriend
yeah.
and you start looking at all these handsome women and you start thinking, "Oh, I would like
No,
to."
say attractive because handsome now sounds a little
Oh,
bit.
sorry, I thought that's the word that you wanted to use.
No, attractive, attractive.
Oh, all right, we'll switch it to attractive. Okay. All right, let me start over. So let's say you go to the beach with your girlfriend and you see a bunch of attractive women and you start thinking to yourself, "Oh, I might want to marry them. They are attractive as F," like you said.
Or I want to
I
have
might-
kids with them.
I want to have kids with them. Would you reveal all those thoughts to your girlfriend as you're there with her at the beach?
No, because that's insight information our brain makes, right? We don't
No.
we don't say
Okay, hold
everything
on,
that
let
we think.
Help me understand that. No, you wouldn't tell her because that's information that your brain makes.
Yes.
What does
when
that
you
mean?
when you look at something, you analyze it, and your brain either likes it or dislikes it, right? For example, food. Our tongue, once we try it, we either like it or dislike it. Just like
Okay.
a friend or a girl, right? So as a friend, if if I want to make friends with someone, it's because I like them as a friend, right? If I see a girl and I like her for not as a friend, is there could be things like, oh, I like her because she's pretty, or oh, look, she's cool, I want to be friends with her, right? That's our brain. We don't say those things.
Okay. All right. So, okay. Why would you not tell her that if that's what's going through your head? Like, are you afraid how she might react if you said something like that to her?
No, I just don't say that to her because I feel like our brain is developed to brainstorm information that we don't have to say everything, right? Because if I said everything, I would probably be in jail or I would get in trouble.
Well, I won't disagree with you there. We all have thoughts that are wild, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the difference. I think you're equating pornography to going to the beach. I'm assuming you masturbate when you watch pornography.
Actually, me and my girl watch it, but I did before when I was like 15 or 16 for sure. I mean, yeah, we reached that age that we used to for sure.
Got it. Okay, so you no longer masturbate when you watch pornography?
No, not at all, dude. Holy no.
Not at all. Okay. All right.
Wait, someone said his fantasies aren't legal. That says something. You don't know how your brain works. I mean, like you said, right? We have said things, and our brain has set, stormed ideas that we would get in legal trouble for it, and that's how our brain works. We don't do everything our brain says. We don't say everything our brain says. That some things are bad. Like when I go to church, right? And I'm not even trying to make this up. Once I go to church and I'm praying, I start thinking about the devil out of nowhere, and that's my brain storming.
What kind of
those
church do you
ideas.
go to?
I go to a Catholic church.
Got it. Okay. All right. So what does your faith mean to you?
My faith means that I believe in God and Jesus, but I'm not into it that I read the Bible and everything. I believe that there is a Jesus and a God, right? I believe that if we commit a sin, we have to repent from it. So
Okay. All right. So what about sexual immorality? Do you think that there's any
Yeah.
types of
Yeah, I
sexual
feel
immorality
like
is a
yeah,
sin?
for sure.
Okay.
I feel
Got
like
it.
if you date two women, that's immoral, right?
All right. Got it. What if you look at a woman lustfully?
I don't think that's
You don't
a
think
sin.
so? Okay. All right. What would Jesus and the Bible say about that?
I don't know how Jesus' brain worked, but can you tell me what did he say about it? Did
Yeah.
he say it was
Yeah,
a
I'd love
sin?
to. Matthew 5:27 and 28 says, and this is Jesus speaking in the Sermon on the Mount, that you might have heard it said, "Thou shalt not commit adultery." Don't commit adultery. But then Jesus said, "But what I say to you is that any man who even looks at a woman lustfully has committed adultery with her in his heart."
Wow, that's crazy. Is that what kind of Bible is that? Because I know there's different Bibles out there.
Every Bible. Matthew 5:27 and 28 says that.
Wow, I mean, So what if you're single though? If you look at a girl, in a lustful way
Let's
and you
let's
date her,
read the verse again.
yeah,
Let's see if it mentions anything about singleness. Okay.
yeah.
You might have heard it said, do not commit adultery. But I say to you, any man who even looks at a woman with lustful intent commits adultery with her in his heart.
God, I mean, I wish I could, I wish I could debate Jesus about this because, I mean, that's how humans work. I mean, we don't date a woman that we don't think it's attractive, and I'm being honest with you. We're not gonna date someone that isn't attractive to us, or we're not attractive to them, right?
What does that have to do with lusting after people in pornography?
Well, I'm not lusting. I said I was learning.
Oh, you're not lusting, you're learning. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So,
Okay.
so am I committing? Am I cheating technically?
That's actually a way better question than it might sound on the surface. Okay? Because what he's just making the distinction of is I'm not lusting, I'm learning. I'm not going to answer that. I think the answer is obvious. But what I would invite you to consider is, are you actually learning? And are there other ways to learn that besides using pornography?
I mean, I think there's books, right? I would say that, things like that, but I'm not a very good reader. I get bored of books. So
Okay.
I learn more when it's like, a video or when, for example, lectures.
Yeah,
right?
I got you, man. Look,
lectures.
I'll take you at face value for what you're saying. I mean, I could pick apart everything you're saying, which maybe I will, because you wanted a debate. But there are plenty of tools and resources that are actually for educational purposes, like the Kama Sutra is one. Someone mentioned in the comments. There are other resources that people use for education about sex. Pornography, I would say, is not one of them. You're using it as an educational tool, but what I would say is it's a pretty bad educational tool, particularly for one reason, is what we know about pornography. This has been studied that upwards of 88% of scenes in pornography depict acts of physical aggression or violence. And so if we're turning towards something that is depicting sex as largely something that should include physical aggression or violence, my orientation, my opinion, would say that that's a poor teacher if what we're wanting is a more connected, intimate experience with our romantic partner. Porn doesn't show how to have a connection with somebody. It shows how to use somebody to get something.
Yeah. But the thing is, right, it depends on how you use porn. For example, if you use porn in a way to, go out and, like get any girl or do, lustful things to every girl that you see or, things like that, then you're using it for the wrong things, right? But if like I said, if you have a girlfriend or if you have a wife and you want to learn more, right? And you like, a one-on-one or a video, I feel like pornography is a good way to learn. And obviously if you're morally if you have morals, right, you would know that there might be some scenes that are not morally right, but there's some scenes that are morally fine. I mean, there's things you can learn. It's like, it's just like in YouTube.
Here's the thing, man. What if instead of so pornography is created to keep you hooked and to keep you watching more. That's why it exists.
Gotcha.
They're not intending, like a true educational tool would be like, here's how you learn this thing, and then you learn it, and then you don't need the tool anymore, or you drastically don't depend on it anymore.
Gotcha.
That would be an educational tool. Pornography keeps you hooked on it. What if instead of using pornography to learn, what if you turn towards your partner as opposed to the pornography industry? What if you turn towards your partner and have conversation about what you like, what she likes, what you guys like together, how you can do that? Like,
Yeah.
just building that intimacy with one another as opposed to having pornography be the one communicating that.
Got you. And you're putting me in a in a spot that I don't know how to respond to you, but it all depends on how you use it. And for example, would you say that if there's a couple watching pornography, because I know that out there's definitely people that watch it together, is that technically cheating though if you're watching another person? Because for example, if a guy watches it, he's gonna he's obviously gonna look at the girl. If a girl watches it, she's obviously gonna look at the guy, right? So is that technically cheating still?
Well, my question is why? If you have one another right there, why do you need to look at other people?
Dude, people have some weird kinks. Like if I told you my ex's kinks, you would turn off the light. I mean,
Probably not. I do this for a living.
okay, so have you ever heard of the gold shower?
Mm-hmm.
She liked that, and I was not into that. That's why I dropped her.
Okay.
She ain't committed a sin though.
Okay.
And that's what I said, right? Some people have weird kinks. Some people watch it together, and
My question is why? Why?
why do they
No,
watch
no,
it
for
together?
you. Why do you why do you and her, if the goal, well, what's the goal of your relationship?
My goal of my relationship, to be honest, is get over college. So like in 3 years, I might, I would probably drop her because it's a waste of time and a waste of money.
Oh, you're gonna dump her in 3 years because
Yeah.
it's a waste of time and money?
Yeah.
Oh, got it. So you're not even serious about this relationship to begin with.
No, I am serious, but if I keep spending my money, like I said, I'm gonna give her 3 years. But if I keep spending all my money and all my time, and I want to focus, I'm focusing in college right now. But she spends like a lot of my money, right? So if this keeps going, and when I graduate, dude, I'm gonna drop her because I'm not gonna be a sugar daddy. I'm too young.
Got it. All right. Do you want to have a family someday, or?
And that's the thing, right? My parents, since I'm sorry for that. Since my parents are Catholic and religious, they're saying that you should find a girlfriend and be loyal to her, and in the future marry her. And it's hard to find a girlfriend these days. They lie about their body counts, so I don't believe women.
Do you want to have a family someday?
Yeah, but with the right woman, and I feel like I won't find her soon.
Got it. So is your current partner not the right woman?
I don't think she is the right woman. Maybe for the moment, yeah, but
Why are you dating her?
because for the moment she is the right woman. Not for the future though.
Got it. Okay.
Let me give you an example, right? We go out to we go out clubbing. She's not religious. She works in a restaurant, and there's a lot of guys that hit on her for sure because that's how guys work. That's how guys think. So I feel like it's not the right person because like I said, it's not a 50-50 relationship. It's more like a 75-25. I give her more time than what she gives me because she's always working. So
Got it. Okay. All right. Okay.
he's using her. I mean, someone said I'm using her. How is that even using her? That doesn't even make sense because she lives in my house.
With your parents?
No.
Okay. Do you work?
Yeah, I do have. I do work, but it's online. You know what? Meme coins, trading, all those things are.
Uh-huh.
So that's what I do, and she
Got it.
knows that I make more than her, and she uses all my money more.
Well,
More
the
than-
only way she can use your money is if you're giving it to her. So if you're not happy with the amount of money that she is using that's yours, why are you giving it to her?
Because I was always thought like I grew up in a family that told us and taught us that a man should take care of their woman, and that's what I'm doing right now. But in this generation, I feel like it's not like that. Too many gold diggers out there.
But you're allowing this to happen.
Because if it listen, if it weren't because of me, she wouldn't be where she's at right now because I'm the backbone of her.
She'd be fine.
She wouldn't be fun, I'm telling you. Who's gonna pay
Okay,
for
well,
who's gonna pay for her tuition?
I don't know. I don't know enough about the situation to dive into that. But all right, man. So you've already decided she's not the one, and you're gonna dump her in 3 years. You use pornography to learn, supposedly. You're claim to be Catholic. You believe in Jesus and the Bible, but you want to debate with Jesus over what he said in Matthew 5:27 and 28. She's taking too much of your money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't look, man. Well, one, what is this all about for you?
It's the moment. I'm living the moment, but just the moment.
Living for the moment. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But what about 5 years from now? 10 years from now? 20
5 years
from now?
from so 5 years from now, right? When I graduate in 3 years, I'm gonna probably be I'm not gonna probably a cop or something because I'm studying criminal justice. So I'm gonna have to go out and work and and when I'm in that field, right, I'm gonna find a proper woman that's working, or that's prepared in life like myself.
But your current girlfriend is not that woman?
Not at all, because she's working and she's studying, but she hasn't graduated yet. That's why I said I'm gonna give her 3 more years. So if she fixes her life and she puts more
Bro,
time
she's in
into
the
me,
same place as you are.
but she doesn't give me enough time.
Because she's working and going to school. How much time do you need?
I need like 5 hours a day.
5 hours a day.
Yes.
Okay. What do you do? How much time do you have all day?
Well, I go to my college, university, whatever you want to call it. Then I come back home, I study. Then like at 6, 7, 8 p.m. I'm off, and then after that.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well. All right. Well, thanks for sharing, man.
What? So can you answer the question?
Oh, what's your question?
Is porn cheating?
Is porn cheating? I believe if you're in a committed monogamous relationship with another person, where you've said something like, I love you, only you, mind, body, and soul, till death do us part. If you deviate from that agreement, whether it's using a person on a screen or otherwise, I think you've gone against the agreement and you've therefore cheated.
Okay, so if that's your logic, then would you also say that, if you go out with your girlfriend and you see another, attractive woman, and obviously your mind, your brain tells you, oh, look at that attractive woman, right? Is that also considered cheating?
No, I don't think acknowledging beauty in the world is cheating.
But porn is cheating, though, even though it's indirect, right? As calling another woman attractive or thinking about another woman. Those are two indirect things.
Okay, so there's a difference between acknowledging beauty and consuming somebody else lustfully, and usually acting on it through masturbation. Acknowledging beauty, I don't see a problem with. Acknowledging that somebody else is beautiful.
So now masturbation is cheating, right?
Nope, I didn't say that.
Okay. I mean, so what about in my position? Am I cheating though if I'm learning from it?
Well, here would be my question for you is it honoring to your girlfriend to be lusting after other women?
Honestly, she told me, because she caught me once, and I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. She said, as long as it's not with another woman, right? I'm okay with it, because you're not technically cheating. You're just watching a video. You're just watching social media.
I'm not asking her opinion. I'm asking your opinion. Is it honoring towards your girlfriend to lust after other women?
No, because I don't watch it for those reasons.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. To say you're watching pornography for education, I mean, I'm not going to tell you you're wrong, but like, that's a stretch, man. That is an absolute stretch.
So, but the thing, okay, maybe it's a stretch into your eyes, but what about people that have never experienced relationships and they want to be prepared when they go out in the field?
If people have never experienced relationships, watching pornography is the best way to help them have bad relationships. I'll say it again. If somebody has never experienced a relationship, watching pornography is the best way to help them have bad relationships.
And is that proven?
Yes.
Where?
I'll read you the exact quote,
All right.
which quotes the article. The more you use porn, the more it adversely affects your sexual life. This is by a guy named Jay Stringer, a researcher. Research has actually shown the best way to have less sex and less satisfying sex is to watch porn. Porn simultaneously overloads you with sexual stimulation while also teaching you only to consider your own sexual desires. Porn is so appealing not merely because it is erotic, but also because it lets you create a world where nothing is required of you. Whereas real sex, this is what I would invite you into seeing, whereas real sex asks you to know and develop your desires, not pornography's desires, while also learning to study, delight in, and call forth the desires of another, not pornography's desires. Therefore, if you want to limit your sexual potential, porn is the fastest route to do so. That comes from a 2010 study called Pornography's Effects on Interpersonal Relationships.
And did they just to ask, did they do like a survey and they based it upon different opinions about people?
Yeah, if you want to go read the study, you can go read
Yeah.
the study. Just
What is
Google
it?
Pornography's Effects on Interpersonal Relationships by Mr. Stoner, Jay Stoner.
Okay. Gotcha. I'm gonna let you talk to another guest, but I will look into that, bro. Thank you.
Sounds good, man. Thanks for sharing. Bye-bye. Well, hello, everybody. W's in the chat for our guests. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. My name is Austin Hamilton, also known as the Porn Coach. And I am a porn and sex addiction recovery coach. I help men who are struggling with unwanted sexual behavior to break free from that. Unwanted sexual behaviors such as pornography addiction, infidelity, or similar behaviors. I also help women who are struggling with partner betrayal trauma, the trauma that a partner experiences when they have discovered something like a porn addiction or sex addiction. I run weekly groups, both for men and women. We meet on Tuesday nights or Wednesday afternoons. You can get information using the link in my bio. And I will do a 30-minute discovery call with you, which is just a private offline call for $1. You can go to link in my bio if you want to schedule that. I've helped many women through the betrayal trauma side of this. I've helped many men through the addiction side of this. I also do counseling for couples. If you're interested in that, you can get the information using the link in my bio. The best way to start is to schedule a discovery call. And if not that, give me a follow. It's kind of fun sometimes, talk about porn on the internet. All right, let's bring another guest on. Hey there, what's going on?
Hi,
Hi, my name's Austin. What's your name?
my name is Dalton.
Dalton, what's up, man? Is porn cheating? Megan, yes, all my coaching is online. It's all on Zoom. Sorry, go ahead.
I would say it's cheating, yeah.
Okay, why is that?
Well, I mean, I was raised religious and everything, and it's like my parents, raised me to respect women, be there for them, not like look at them as like a piece of meat.
Can we just stop right there? Why do you think it's cheating? Because I was raised to respect women. Okay, it's not that hard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead. Continue.
But I definitely feel like, it's taken a giant like toll on my life. I use it a lot, and it's like
You still use it or you did use it?
I still use it.
Okay. 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 Why did you want to come up here and talk to me?
I guess to finally get help after all this time of using it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel every time I use it, I feel alone, or I get this like really weird paranoid feeling that somehow everyone in my life knows that I use it when I know that that's not the case.
Hmm. hmm Does your cat know?
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know if that's like because like I was diagnosed and suffer with like OCD, and like I don't know if that takes a toll on it, but like I definitely feel like there's just like this paranoia that like it sounds weird, but it's like somehow they know that I've used it,
hmm
and it's like I know that that's not the case.
hmm Okay. How old are you?
Almost 23.
Okay. Does anybody else in your life know that you're struggling with it?
My family, my mom actually put a block on my phone with only a code she knows, so I can't watch it.
Okay. How long ago did she do that?
A while ago.
Did that
I want
help?
to say maybe 2 or 3 months ago. It helped for a little bit,
hmm
but I had to take it off the phone to change a setting, and I never put it back on, and I've been actively using it again, and I keep forgetting to go back to her to put it on.
Well, I don't think you're forgetting. You probably are actually remembering that dozens of times a day.
True.
Right? It's like you think about you're wanting to tell her, you're wanting to break free of the shame, but it feels overwhelming, and so you don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you notice just in your body or your way of being as you're talking about this with me?
Nervousness, shame.
Mm-hmm. How long have you carried that for?
A while.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely had a impact on confidence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When do you first remember those feelings?
Gee, I want to say, I started using it maybe 12 or 13,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just kind of been constant ever since.
Mm-hmm.
I've
Yeah.
had relationships here and there, but usually when I get into a relationship, I stop using it because it's like, like I have someone in my life, so I don't really need it. But then I also feel like that's like, oh, well, just because you have someone in your life doesn't mean that you should use them for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you have momentary periods where you aren't using it, particularly when you're in a relationship. And then when you're not in a relationship, you go back to it, and you use the word lonely earlier as though it's a tool to cope with your loneliness.
Yes.
Okay. By the way, you're doing great, man, talking about this, and I know it can be hard, okay? And you don't have to answer any questions I ask you, all right? Just want you to know that if it's not already obvious. What was going on in your house when you were 12 or 13 years old and you found pornography? Particularly, just consider that maybe there was some loneliness going on, and pornography became a tool you used to avoid loneliness starting at that young age.
Nothing was really going on in my house. I do know that I was assaulted by a friend when I was a kid, and ever since then, I kind of feel like, I'm not deserving of love or a relationship because of that. So I guess I kind of just use the porn because I feel like that's really all I'm deserving of.
Mm-hmm. How old were you when that happened?
I think that happened around 12.
Okay.
Sorry, this is hard.
No, it's fine. You're doing great. Notice how I asked you what was going on when you were around that age, and you said nothing. You said nothing was going on, and then you said you were assaulted.
Yeah.
It's like you've downplayed that from what I'm hearing in your voice, very traumatic event that happened in your life. Do you notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did your parents or your primary caregivers, did they, sorry, someone just said, can someone mute Austin? Oh, you're not talking about me. You're talking about the person named Austin. Sorry, Anna. I'm like, what the heck? Why do you want to mute me? Did your parents or your primary caregivers know what happened to you around that time?
Yes, they helped me through it. And I was able to kind of, I guess block it out for a couple years until, and like moving away from that house and, the neighborhood of like where it happened and where the person lived, I guess kind of helped. And then once I got diagnosed with the OCD, that journey of like understanding the OCD and what happened as a kid kind of brought it back. And now I feel like I'm worrying about it again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, look, man, well, let me just check in with you again. As you're talking about this, what do you notice coming up in your body?
I kind of feels like a weight is being lifted, sharing it with, I guess, somebody who knows about like that stuff can happen to people, and knowing that there's people out there who use porn and all of that, I kind of feels like something's being lifted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good job. Yeah, so here's the thing, man. Porn and sex addiction is not a porn and sex problem. It's a how you deal with life problem. Most people find pornography, or pornography finds them during a point in their life, like what you're describing, where there's some sort of trauma going on, disconnection in the household, or maybe there's abuse, and it becomes a private coping mechanism to deal with what's going on in life. And then you find yourself being in your early 20s and you're like, what is wrong with me? Why am I using pornography? What if there's more to that story? What if there's nothing wrong with you? What if something happened and it's like your body's way of trying to resolve what happened? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the shame that you're experiencing, that you described, shame grows in the darkness. Shame grows in the dark. It thrives in the darkness, but it can't stand being spoken to the light. So as you're demonstrating here for us all, is you're speaking this shame to the light, and you're experiencing a lift from it, right?
Yeah.
Now, this isn't the forum to dive into all of your stuff, right? Obviously. But again, you have demonstrated a tremendous amount of courage, man, to just come here and talk about this in the first place. So, great job. Now, to come back to present day, describe how pornography is impacting your life.
I mean, I use it a lot, and it's like, I guess with the OCD and dealing with that, it's like my brain is like connecting like two things together. And it's like it's a coincidence, like they're not actually connected, but they feel connected. Like if I'm talking to a girl and she's like, flirty and, cute with me and all this and all that, and then I watch porn and the next day she's like distant and cold, my brain is like, oh, well, it happened because you watched the porn. And it's like, logically, I know they're not connected, but my brain is putting them together like it's connected.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what do those connections mean?
Gee, I wish I knew.
Well, okay. Yeah. Take a guess.
I guess it's the shame of it.
Okay.
Like, I feel ashamed that, I was flirting with her and then went to use porn.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what does it say about you having turned to porn in that situation? What if the shame had words, what would it say about you?
That it was wrong to do.
It was wrong to do, but you did it anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you tell yourself what?
Not to do it again.
Not to do it again, but you don't change any behavior, and then you do it again, and the cycle repeats itself.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm assuming you want to stop watching pornography. Is that a fair assumption?
Oh, for sure.
Okay. For how long have you been wanting to stop?
Gee, my whole life.
Your whole
Ever
life?
since I found it.
Yeah. Okay. And what have you done up until this point to actually stop?
Really, the only thing that I've actually done is the ad block.
Okay. So your mom put a blocker on your phone,
Yes.
right? Okay. There's the cat again. Okay. So you put a blocker on your phone. Great effort. Here's the thing. What the things like pornography blockers are a limited strategy. It's just behavior modification. Behavior modification is useful and needed, but until you dive into the deeper issue going on, like we talked about, which hearing you even just for these few minutes, man, there's a whole story, many stories that need to be unpacked in order to have true healing from this. Okay. And so again, the blockers are fine, but until you go and clearly identify the root of the pain and heal that pain, the messages that you learned around that time of your life, or what people typically do is they fall back into the behavior because they haven't actually addressed what's going on beneath the surface.
Okay, so it's I essentially just have to get to the root of the trauma.
Yeah. And then work on healing it.
Okay.
And I love how you're saying that with like such an upbeat tone. You're like, that's it. Spoiler alert, it gets more painful before it gets less painful, because as you expose the root of the trauma, it hurts bad, man. It hurts bad. Or it's like a good pain though, because then you can actually start experiencing the full range of emotions in life as you stop using pornography. We can't selectively numb our emotions. Brene Brown, who I steal a lot of quotes from, she talks about this. We cannot selectively numb our emotions. If we don't want to feel lonely, let's use pornography to not feel lonely. All right, it may help with that for a moment, but the problem is that we're going to numb all of our emotions, and then we can't experience joy or happiness as well. So if we want to come back to our full range of emotions, we need to actually feel all the emotions. We need to feel what's going on. And that can be painful if and until we learn that dealing with the full range of emotions is actually a wonderful experience in life. What's up, Danielle? Welcome. So, are you willing to read a book, man?
Yeah.
Say yes. All right, great. This book, Unwanted by Jay Stringer, How Sexual Brokenness Reveals Our Way to Healing, is, in my opinion, the best book on this topic. The first chapter it's kind of broken up into 3 systems. The first chapter is, how did I get here into this behavior? The second chapter is, why do I stay in this behavior? And the third part is, how do I get out of this behavior? And it's a very, very good book that'll help you bring to light, especially with your story, man, and what happened, and make those connections into why you're doing this and how to be free from it. So that book is linked in my bio if you're interested. It's called Unwanted by Jay Stringer. How you feeling, man?
Pretty good. I appreciate everything.
Yeah, man. And if I can be of help, you want to schedule a private call or join one of my groups, you can go to the link in my bio, and love to chat with you.
I appreciate that.
All right,
Sadly, I
man.
have to go, but I thank you for everything.
Thanks for sharing, man. Take care. Bye-bye. W's in the chat for all of our guests. All of our guests. Danielle is in the house. Welcome. The brain spotting coach. How's it going? Forgot your name. Nancy? Is that your name? Used to be your name. Hi, Austin. Everything you're saying is helping. Nice to meet you. Oh, nice to meet you. Aiden, the one. I want to join, but I'm nervous. All right, Christina, let's do it. Get on here. Sandy, sorry, I was close. Christina, you can do it. You got this. You got this. It's not that hard. It may feel scary, but it's not that hard. I do have mods for whoever's asking. I also have a ton of patience for people in the comments. So, yeah.
Hello.
Hi there. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Are you 18 or over?
Yeah, I'm 27.
Okay. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Why
Well,
are you
I just
nervous?
I don't know. I just get nervous talking in front of people.
Okay. Have you ever talked about pornography in front of people?
Oh yes, this isn't about me. It's about more my husband.
I got it. But look, I don't know that I've ever met somebody who wasn't nervous talking about pornography in front of people before, myself included, the first time and the first
But
couple hundred
you
times
make
I
it
did
look
it.
so easy.
Well, I've been doing this for a while. So, all right. So what do you want to talk about?
So like at the beginning of me and my husband's relationship, like when we were just dating, I found out he was addicted to porn. Since he was like 12, I guess.
Mhm.
I don't know. And it hurt me a lot, because he was doing it behind my back. Then he told me and he promised that he would never do it again. And I don't think he has, but I'm pregnant now and in my 3rd trimester, so I don't really feel like doing a lot of stuff. So the thought is coming around, like, what if he's watching porn again just to, you know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not in the mood.
Mm-hmm.
And I've told him about it, and he says he's not, but it's difficult for me to trust him fully because of the past.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how to get over that.
Yeah. All right. So you're dealing with partner betrayal trauma, the trauma that a partner experiences when they discover a betrayal, such as a partner using pornography or having an affair.
Yes.
All right. So first of all, what you're experiencing is totally normal, unfortunately. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also totally possible to heal through this and to not feel the way you're feeling. Okay? Do you believe
Mhm.
that?
Yes.
All right, great. How is this your first child? First pregnancy? Or first child?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. All right. How long is this been, like, how long have you been married? What did you know before you got married about his pornography use? And when did it kind of stop, to your knowledge?
We've been married 2 years. We've been together 4 years. I didn't even know that he was addicted to it until he just randomly told me one day. He did say that growing up, his friend introduced it to him, or like he would like look at, I don't know if you know what Grand Theft Auto is, GTA the game, but like the loading screen on there has like a girl in a bikini, and then he was interested in that, and then it just kept going from there, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. And then he recently stopped, or says he stopped, to your knowledge. What happened there?
Yeah, he stopped pretty much after he told me about it, because he saw how much it affected me and how hurt I was by it.
How long ago was that?
That was about 3 years ago.
Wait, but I thought you said you've been married for 2 years.
Yeah, but we've been together 4 years.
Got it. Okay, been together for. You had a talk about it about 3 years ago. He says he stopped. You got married a year later. Now you're about to have a baby,
Yes.
and you're not sure if he has stopped.
He says he has, but I overthink a lot. So since then, I've been overthinking that he hasn't actually stopped.
Yeah. So, which again is totally normal. All right. Has he has he done anything to like intentionally work on the issue, the root of the issue? Has he read books on it? Has he got help? Has he seen a counselor or anything?
No, I think he's just prayed about it a lot. We're Christian, so
Okay.
I think he's prayed a lot about it.
Okay. So it's never up for me to decide whether somebody's using pornography or not. Okay. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Of course, he's said that. And we have no reason, I have no reason to assume he is using it. However, the odds of getting free and staying free from pornography over a long period of time without getting some sort of intentional help is very low. Okay, so again, I do not want to plant a seed more than is already there that may say, hey, he's using it, right?
Yeah.
Like, no reason to believe that. However, has anything actually changed in his heart, or has he just stopped looking at pornography? Because what you want, you can correct me if I'm wrong, is you don't just want somebody who has stopped looking at pornography. You're wanting somebody who can fully engage a forgiveness process with you to heal the relationship and rebuild trust.
Yeah.
Yeah, and has that happened in your relationship
Like,
with regard to
Just-
pornography?
yeah, I mean, I've checked his phone occasionally and stuff, and I don't see anything, but obviously he can delete the history. And he really seems like he hasn't watched it. But I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, forgiveness is a crazy thing. You're a Christian. Forgiveness is a continual act. And engaging
Yes.
in a forgiveness process is something that is really helpful when moving through betrayal. What is it in you where you're thinking he may still be watching it? What are those voices in your head saying? And as you answer that, I'm going to go turn my air conditioning on.
Okay. I think it's just he lied to me about it in the beginning, so I still have that little dot in the back of my head that maybe he's lying now. But then some days I trust him when he says that he's not watching it. But I don't know, it's back and forth.
Yeah. What would you want to hear from him, or what type of behavior would you want to see from him that would help those voices go away for you?
I'm not sure. I know he does, like, he's still, like, I don't know how to say it. He still
Masturbates?
pleasures himself, yes. But he doesn't watch anything while he does it. So I'm just scared that he's gonna like masturbate still and get bored of not watching anything, or like, you know what I mean? And then want to go back to watching the porn.
How long have you are you okay with him masturbating?
Yeah, I told him it's okay because obviously I don't want him to suffer just because I'm not in the mood. I don't know.
What do you mean by that?
Like, I don't want him to go months and months without doing anything. I feel bad.
Is this a pregnancy thing, or this is before pregnancy?
Pregnancy thing.
Okay. So, okay, but this you didn't have this dynamic before pregnancy?
Right.
Okay.
I'm just super uncomfortable since I'm in my 3rd trimester.
Yeah, totally. All right. What's the agreement that you have around masturbation?
Just no porn.
No, I got it, but like, does he need to tell you, or?
Oh yeah, he tells me.
Okay, so he tells you, and you're okay with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that seem to be working for you guys?
What do you mean, like our relationship?
Yeah, like,
Or-
are you with the exception of your concern that he may fall back into pornography? Is that agreement working for you?
Yeah, I would say it is. Like I said, he says he won't watch that again since he saw how upset it made me. But
Okay. What else?
But I didn't mean like suffer like in a bad way. I was just saying like I didn't want him to have to go months and months without doing anything.
Yeah, I understood the intent of what you were saying. I know some people in the comments are picking up on that, but I'm not going to make a big issue out of that.
Okay.
Unless you want it to be. Is it a bigger issue than?
No.
Okay.
I don't
I
think
mean,
it's a big
the
issue.
spirit of what you're saying, I got it, right? I mean, if I was coaching you, I would probably dig into that a little bit more. But your main concern is, how do I know that he's not watching pornography?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, have you guys look, the typical way, in working with couples through this is going through your history, both of your guys' history, sexual history
Mhm.
as well as pornography history, what you used, when you used it, how you used it, what you liked, what you didn't like, and getting to that specific detail of both of your pasts. That is what will help allow you and him to know more about your sexual stories and then come together in your joined sexual story. And from what I typically hear in a couple similar to in your situation, where it's like, okay, I just stopped, has the behavior stopped? Sure, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. But has the healing work actually happened to where we're diving into the meaning of this, putting laser focus on the fracture that happened in the relationship, the destroying of trust, and then also have we really rebuilt a foundation of trust with everything out in the light?
Mm-hmm.
And that takes a lot of work to do. So
Yeah.
the only thing that I'm hearing here is I would question how much of that you guys have done up until this point.
Probably not a lot. I mean, I tell him that I still think about it, and he always reassures me that he's not watching it, and then I feel better. But then I still, in my back of my mind, I'm just like, but what if he actually is? Because he's lied to me about it before.
Totally. Yeah. And until you flip that whole conversation on its head, you're going to keep having that same conversation. I'm
Yeah.
afraid he's doing it. He tells me he's not. Maybe he actually isn't. Okay. We then ignore the conversation for a couple of weeks or a couple of months, but then it comes back.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, what might you need to look at that's going to help to heal this for both of you guys? Because it's exhausting for him as well,
Yeah.
right? I'm sure I would imagine it's exhausting for you to have to keep on being in this cycle, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't want to either, I would imagine,
Right.
right? And so, okay, well, what else can you do? How can you heal this? How can you rebuild trust and get out of this just, did you do it? No. Did you do it? No, right?
I'm not sure what else we could do. What do you think?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
I need eye drops. Someone said, do I wear this hoodie out in public? Yes, I do. I wore it to the gym the other day. And it's amazing how people just all of a sudden want to talk to you when you wear this hoodie. What would I suggest? Well, look, one, I would try to make it for you in your mind, make it less about pornography and more about trust, how to rebuild trust, how to engage in forgiveness with him, right? As opposed to making pornography the hinge issue,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's a betrayal. What do you do when a betrayal occurs? How do we go heal through that, right? And so
Yeah.
doing something like, are you a person of faith?
Yes.
Okay, are you a Christian?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're a Christian, maybe finding a good Christian resource on marriage, even dating and marriage, right? The Gottman Institute has a lot of good stuff. There's a book called How We Love. That's not a faith-based resource necessarily. Maybe find a therapist or a counselor or a coach who can help you walk through some of these issues. But really, it's like, how are we going to strengthen our marriage? How are we going to strengthen our relationship? Now that we are aware, we have unfortunately a conscious awareness that the possibility for betrayal is here.
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? Sorry, betrayal is going to happen again in your relationship. And I'm not suggesting a sexual betrayal will happen, okay? I'm going to be very
Yeah.
clear about that. But betrayal will happen again. I promise you. 100% guaranteed. For you, for me, for everybody in this lives relationship, you will betray your partner at some point, and your partner will betray you at some point,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
Now, obviously, we hope that that's not the big B betrayal, right? A sexual betrayal. but it will happen. So one of the unfortunate, though great side effects of this whole betrayal conversation is now we get to stop. I'm not suggesting you were thinking like this, but we get to stop pretending like everything's just going to be fine all the time.
Yeah.
Because stuff happens, right?
Yeah.
So my encouragement for you would be to make it be less about pornography and instead say, look, this betrayal happened. Let's make a rock solid marriage to the best of our ability, built on trust, intimacy, accountability. And part of that in my orientation, right? I'm the porn coach, is I think if you dive into your sexual histories, sexual story, pornography, abuse, your teenage years, introduction to masturbation, desires, all of that. That is, if done in the right context, a great way to build a solid foundation for a relationship. And it's extremely difficult.
Okay.
How are you feeling?
I feel good. I mean, you've helped me look at it from different perspectives. I'll have to talk to him when he gets home about it. But
When are you due?
February 24th.
Cool. That's awesome. Congratulations. And
Thank you.
if I would also say anything else is you're about to have a baby. So like focus on that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, totally. All right. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye. It's Marcy. Marcy's back. What's up, Marcy?
Hello.
How's it going?
I'm good, thank you. I'm really good.
Good. Okay.
No crying tonight. No
Okay.
crying.
Well, we're just getting started, so maybe you will. Why don't, for those of these people who haven't been introduced to you, why don't you tell everybody who you are, Marcy, and why you keep on talking to me?
Oh, no, you tell them who I am.
All right. Marcy, she's been a frequent guest on here. She's a cam girl. And if you go to her page, you will not be surprised. I wouldn't recommend going to her page, especially if you're a man who struggles with pornography. And she talks to me once or twice a week, and is consistently feeling or getting closer and closer to switching careers because she feels guilty that she's destroying so many marriages.
Okay, my friend. Well, I'll tell you what's happened.
Okay, what's happened?
I had I had the worst thing possible that could ever happen to me. I lost my best friend ever on November the 24th.
Sorry to hear that.
My uncle, my best friend, my uncle, my soulmate, I need to not go into feels about that, but that's what happened.
Well, hold on. Why don't you go into those feelings? How do you really feel?
I don't think I can. I can't. Not about sure. I don't think I can do it. I can't do it. So I've.
Okay, that's
Stop
totally
it.
fine. But let me ask you this: have you had a place to grieve your uncle's passing?
Well, he died the day before my birthday, so no. There's not been time. I've got 2 children. They're upstairs in bed sleeping at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
There's not been a place or nothing to do anything about it.
Yeah.
But I get these moments of feeling really good. And that's like, I seen that you were online. And I was like, oh, do you know what? I'm feeling really good. I'm still doing cam.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you were hoping that I was going to tell you I weren't you?
Not necessarily. I mean, sure, yeah, but I don't know. I haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah. Well, obviously, money-wise, I need the money. Funerals are expensive. That made you uncomfortable, didn't it?
No, not really. What I'm thinking, I just lost my uncle as well a couple of months ago, and So it
I'm
really
sorry.
sucks. Yeah, thank you. And what I'm hearing you say is you haven't grieved, which is totally fine. I mean, grieving is a crazy thing, right? Unprocessed grief will keep us stuck. Unprocessed grief will keep us stuck.
Yeah.
And
I know what you're saying, and I agree.
yeah, and I get it. You have
Um,
kids and all that, and so like totally. I'm not suggesting you need to do that right now.
I can't
But-
really like what like
Well,
how do you
here's
agree?
yeah, great question. You can't. What I want to say is you can't not grieve. Like we can find excuses to not grieve things in life, but we'll stay stuck.
Hmm.
How do you grieve? Well, you got to be in the right environment. Oftentimes, having somebody help through grief is important.
Hmm.
Like not grieving alone.
Hmm.
And so I don't know. We can talk about all the other
I-
stuff, but I would just
yeah,
encourage you
I mean-
to look at that. Like, are you just stuffing this down, or do you have a place to actually process through this?
That's a massive question and an answer I can't give you
Yeah.
at this time. I do have a place I can, but currently
Take care,
at this
Aiden. Thanks for
moment,
stopping by, man.
I don't.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't have the time. I'm not able. I've got to work. I've got to continue doing my work, which is what is your channel is about, and raise my children, and then somehow kind of grieve a loss, because it's like, yeah, to the outside world, I'm probably a whore, but I'm not really. You didn't tell them that. Oh no, you told everyone that I'm a cam girl.
I wouldn't use the W word. I just told them what you do. I didn't put an identity on you.
Yeah, I
did.
know, but I know the majority of the most women in the group will probably be thinking I'm a bit of a slag, but
Well, let
I'm
them, and then take it as feedback.
but it is my plan to stop doing it because I don't want to do this forever.
Okay. All right.
And I
so
don't like doing it.
all right. So last time your excuse was you wanted to make it through the holidays, right?
Yeah, Christmas.
Okay.
New
Your
Year.
excuse for not stopping. Okay. Make it through Christmas and New Year's.
Right.
We're beyond Christmas and New Year's. So when are you going to stop?
I feel like you're my daddy telling me off.
You said you want to stop.
I do.
And-
No one wants to do it, do they? No one wants to.
Well,
Who wants to get themselves naked online for men to do whatever they want to do over? You don't
Well,
really want to do it, but you do
Well, you
for the money.
You do. You can say you don't, but we aren't what we say we want or do. We are what we do.
Mm,
We are what we do.
yeah.
And look, I get it. Like two things can be true. I get it. You say you don't want to, but your behavior says, no, you do want to. In the bigger conversation, I'm not saying I'm right here, but you're
I know.
afraid.
Samantha just said, "Quit for your kids." Yeah, I agree with Samantha because I don't want my children knowing that I do this shit.
Yeah.
That would be that would be I would be mortified, absolutely mortified.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not proud of what I'm doing
Mm-hmm.
at all,
Mm-hmm.
in the slightest.
Mm-hmm.
And the longer I do it, the more I actually end up hating men because they are vile. These are married men coming to me daily with disgusting needs.
Are you any better than them?
I'm not going to them, they're coming to me. So yeah, I am better than them.
Okay.
They're coming to me. I'm not going to them. You've got nothing to say to that, have you?
There isn't anything to say.
I know what I
My
am.
live got
Believe-
restricted for some audiences because it may find uncomfortable and has been restricted. Reason: hate speech and hateful behaviors. That's the worst. See, I'm talking to you and I get all these warnings on TikTok.
What, the
That's
second
okay.
you talk to me,
Yeah.
I know exactly what I am. But I
What do
know
you-
what the men are.
Yeah, look, the point I'm making, there's a book called Dopamine Nation by Dr. Anna Lemke. I don't have it here. It's upstairs, but I've read it before. I've been familiar with her work for years. She's a Stanford psychiatrist who wrote Dopamine Nation, which became really popular 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago. And it's a fascinating book. It's not a book about porn, though the first chapter and much of the book talks about her working
Someone
with
just
a...
said you're aware they're married, so that doesn't make you better. But they're paying me. I'm not paying them.
Well,
So it does make me better.
You're knowingly involving yourself in, at a minimum, emotional affairs with married men.
If you want to call it that, yeah.
Well, is that what it is?
I would say, I wouldn't say affairs. I think that's a bit strong word.
Okay, what word would you use to classify a married man paying a woman
Obsession?
for emotional and sexual companionship?
Okay, yeah.
Would you call that an affair? Cheating?
I would call it that, yeah.
Okay.
But how does that make me the bad person when he's the married one and I'm not?
I didn't say it makes you a bad
We
person.
do like having a good conversation.
I
don't
didn't
we?
say it. I didn't say it makes you a bad person. I asked you, are you any better than them?
No. No,
Oh.
I'm no better than no one. And I've
Okay.
never, ever in my life thought I was better than anyone.
Okay.
Never.
Yeah. So back to you wanting to stop this. Do you really want to stop?
Of course I do.
Okay. So we've
I-
already
I
talked
don't-
about this. Like you have a backup plan. You go work at a restaurant, as I recall.
You do recall that. Actually, there's another plan that I've got that I want to do. But yeah, I do. I want to stop. And this year is the year I want to stop. And I'm really good about it.
Okay.
I feel like I will stop it this year.
Well, yeah, feelings are great, but like, what's your plan
My plan, what? In what I want to do? Or how
to stop? It sounds like stopping is just a dream. Like you're hoping you'll stop, but hope is not a strategy. And speaking about grief,
Sorry, I was just reading some of the comments there.
that's fine. Speaking of grief, I would imagine that there's a lot of unprocessed grief in your life.
I don't do feet pics, baby. I don't do feet. Sorry, there was a comment. Sorry. Yeah, I've got a lot of grief. We've all got grief, though, haven't we?
Yeah, of course. What-
Who has gone through life at our ages and not had grief?
I didn't say anybody did.
So would you? What? I don't know what you mean. Like, what do you want me to do with my grief?
I don't know. You decide what you want to do. I can just hear it in your voice every time I talk to you. Like there's stuff there that may need attention, that if you can address those parts of you that are crying out for help, you may actually be able to put your feet in motion to change your circumstance, which you have indicated you want to do. And unprocessed grief can, not saying it's everything, but it can keep you stuck and playing out the same patterns. Yeah, like Danielle said, there's pain. I hear it in your voice.
Uh, um, yeah, I think, yeah. Okay. Everyone has grief and everyone goes through things. I don't do this job because I'm grieving. I do this job for money.
I didn't say, look, I didn't say you're doing it because you're grieving. What I'm inviting you to look at is if you were to intentionally engage your grief, what more could be possible for you? I get it. Everyone needs money. Totally. And we've talked for hours. You've already come to the conclusion that the way that you're getting money is, I don't know what the right word is, but not in the most upstanding way.
It's not what I would desire for my own daughter to do. No, not at all.
Yeah. And so every day you have a choice, every hour of every day, to change, to set your trajectory 1 degree different. And if you do that gradually, if you make gradual change, you will then have suddenly very large change.
How
First
do you
gradually,
think
then
I
suddenly.
can gradually change then?
Get another job. Go get any job that will pay you money. Any other job. Build confidence in yourself that tells you you are worth more than selling your body on the internet.
Yeah.
The first person who will pay you.
I think I am. Oh, God.
Well, then prove it with your actions. Get a job at a restaurant. Go make a living or just any amount of money that says I have value outside of selling my body on the internet. And if it starts at, I don't know where you live, the UK, it starts at $10 an hour, $20 an hour, you start there. And then you increase that and increase that and increase that.
I love the people here in this room. They're so supportive. They're all telling me that I can do it. And
Well,
that's
you
so
can.
sweet.
You can. You have to believe it. And there are rooms of people just like this where you live as well. You are just putting yourself in rooms of people who are degrading you all day long and giving you money so that you turn a blind eye to it. What is the cost of that on your soul?
I hate it. Like, I swear to you, I don't like it at all. Like, I've got a friend from Cam. She's my Cam bestie. And we talk every single day and we both hate it. We hate it. We absolutely hate it.
How bad? How bad do you hate it?
I hate it. I hate it so much that it's making me ill. And I do think I can do better. And since talking to you and coming on to these lives, I've realised I definitely can.
Yeah, you can. You absolutely can. Now it's time to go live that out.
I've got a little dream. It's a little fantasy. It's a little dream. And it might not come to fuck all, but I'm going to give it a little go.
What's the dream?
I want to write a script.
About what?
My life over the last 5 years.
I could do that in the next 5 seconds. I could be like, ChatGPT, write a script about the cam girl who comes on my lives about her life in the last 5 years, and it would do a brilliant job at it. I'm just kidding. But I'm actually not, because I put all my transcripts into ChatGPT. You can absolutely turn your story into something that can be beautiful and healing for other people. Are you familiar with the other people who, like former prostitutes and porn stars who have used their story to write books and to
I've
make...
seen some.
Right. Why can't that be you?
Because I'm thick. I'm not educated.
You have... Marcy.
And only the UK people will know what thick means. Thick
Yeah, I don't know what
means
that
dumb.
means. Oh, okay.
Dumb.
Thick usually describes an attractively curvy, full-figured... sorry.
No, it's dumb.
That's
Thick
the
is
US
dumb.
version. It means stupid or unintelligent in British slang.
I'm dumb, basically.
Okay,
I'm dumb, and I don't know how to do it.
How long have you been telling yourself that?
Oh my god! Since I was like 7 years old.
All right. So, are you going to continue believing that?
I hope not.
There's a grief there. When you were 7 years old, I'm not saying I'm right here, but you resigned yourself into thinking I'm just dumb.
I can't. I had a conversation with my mother yesterday, and it resulted in something being revealed, which I will not. I can't and won't. But yeah, there's definitely a childhood. Someone just said childhood trauma, and there's definitely a childhood trauma.
All right, Marcy, I'm gonna make a... Actually, I don't, never mind. All right. I have to get going in just a few minutes, so I want to take one more guest.
Oh yeah, sorry.
But well,
Sorry,
what do you want to do? Like, you're gonna come on here again in a week and talk to me, and is it gonna be the same thing, or are you gonna do something different?
I hope I'm doing something different. I really do. Because you look angry.
I look angry?
Yeah, quite like
Oh.
it.
Do I look angry? Do I need to smile more? Do I look angry?
No. I'll figure things out somehow. You know, I will. I always
know-
say I'll figure things out.
Yeah, I know, but take action. Take action. You look angry, man. I always look a little annoyed. He looks resigned. Oh.
He's
Love it.
annoyed
Alright.
with me because I let him down.
No, you haven't let me down. No. All right. I'm just curious about whether you actually want to change or if you just like talking about changing. So.
Currently, right now, I'm going to be honest with you, a little bit of both, but I do really want, I cannot continue on with this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well.
But I like talking about it.
Yeah. Well, the choice is yours.
Okay,
Choice
my
is yours.
friend.
All right. Thanks for sharing.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Do I look less angry now? When I'm done with this, I'm going to go to my wife and be like, do I look angry? She's going to be like, yes, you look angry. I'll practice smiling. Is that better? Do I look less angry? Hey, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's up?
You said you have 100,000 followers. It looks like 32 to me.
Yeah, this is a burner account, and my followers are on X, not here.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I do make, corn.
Okay. Do I look angry or happy?
It's a force. I mean, it definitely looks like a forced smile.
Are you 18 or over?
Yeah, I'm 23.
Okay. All right. Is porn cheating?
No.
No? Okay, why is that?
Because I mean, I would kind of correlate it to asking is like having a wet dream cheating. It's not. I mean, sure, you're getting pleasure and stuff from it, but it's not like you're going to actually, see someone in person and cheat on your spouse. I mean, sure,
How
you
is
may
that?
look
How?
at-
What's the connection there? Help me understand.
I mean, I just feel like for someone to cheat, you actually have to, go see someone in person, or I don't know. I guess it really depends how your spouse sees it. I guess it would be depending on the situation.
All right. Do you watch porn?
No, I make it.
Oh, you make porn. Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
About 3 years.
3 years. And you said you're 23?
Yeah.
Okay. What got you into that? I'm hearing an echo on your side. I don't know if you can fix
Oh, my
that.
bad.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's a few things. One, the money. Two, the attention. I love the attention. I love looking at the comments and seeing people thirsting.
Okay. What do you love about that?
Okay. So, I would say I was a little bit insecure growing up, right? Never really thought too much of myself. And then as I started posting online, and then I have these people, paying to look at more, and people hyping me up in the comments. I mean, it kind of just hyped me up. It felt good,
Okay.
you know?
Do you do like OF or do you do traditional porn, like where you're on a
OF, yeah.
set? Just OF?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Is it heterosexual, homosexual, both? Like what's your
Hetero.
audience?
Hetero.
Hetero? Okay.
Yeah.
So are most of your fans, to your knowledge, women?
Honestly, it's a good freaking mix.
Okay. Got it. All right, can I ask you your sexual orientation?
I'm straight.
Okay. How am I doing looking less angry?
Still looking very forced.
Still forced? Yeah, it feels forced.
Yeah, it looks forced.
Yeah, it doesn't feel natural.
Yeah,
Okay.
it
All right.
definitely.
Okay, so you started doing it when you were 20, in part because you liked the attention that you got from it,
As well as the money. Yeah.
as well as what?
As well as the money.
As well as the
It
money.
was
Got it.
Really
How much
good
do you
income.
How much do you make?
Roughly 10K a month.
Okay, got it. 10K a month, and you create pornography. All right, is that? I mean, I guess obviously it is, but is that worth it to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have another job as well, or is this all you do?
It's full time. I used to do like manufacturing and stuff. I used to do soldering and things for circuit boards and all kinds of crap. And then we had a big layoff, right? And then I kind of just I made one little post. It wasn't even anything graphic, but then it just got hyped up. And then the more I kept getting hyped up, the more it just kept going.
Your demeanor is way less intimidating and angry today. Since I started smiling, Chrissy, or the whole time? All right, so you got laid off. That sucks. Sorry to hear that. You made a post. Where did you make that post?
Reddit.
Reddit? Okay. And then it
Yeah,
kind of took
and
off
then
from there.
Then I started making other socials and
Uh-huh.
linking them all, and then they just all started growing and growing. It was actually a rapid growth for me. Like I think within my first year, it was like about 50 something thousand followers across all platforms.
Okay. Got it. Got it. I went to the dentist and got my teeth cleaned right before this anyways, so that's kind of why I'm into the whole teeth smile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean they look white.
Yeah, they look white. There you go. Your demeanor is
Yeah.
way less intimidating and angry today. Okay, so what I heard was you're normally intimidating and angry. Gosh, tough crowd. Tough crowd. All right, so you don't think porn is cheating. Are you in a relationship?
I am not.
Okay. have you been in one since you have started creating pornography?
I have, and I was actually paying them to be in it.
You're paying your girlfriends to be in the pornography with you?
Yeah,
Okay.
couple $100 a video.
I actually read an article about that. The kind of like all the legal stuff that's still being worked through with people who do that.
Yeah,
Like you paid them, so I'm not a lawyer, consult your attorney. So there is like a contract there, but for people who didn't pay their partners, the legal question is, do they have recourse to come back and participate in some of the earnings from the pornography that was created with them? So I thought that was interesting.
yeah. The thing is, they actually never really cared for the payment. It was, I mean, obviously, I never forced anyone to do it. It was one of the questions. I was like, "Hey, would you want to?" And then they were like, "Yeah." And then we just did it. And then after that, I was like, you know what, I'll just pay. So I sent them a couple $100, and then
Mhm.
every time they were in something else and they didn't care to be in it, then I would just pay them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were never asking for the money though.
Yeah, no, I
I
got
just
you.
felt like I had an obligation somewhat.
Yeah. Do your parents know that you create pornography?
Hell no.
Hell no. Why the response like that?
I guess the stigmatization around it.
What do you think the
People-
stigma is?
People have all kinds of crazy views, and you know, my parents are really religious and conservative at that. So I mean, it would be, man, they'd probably yap my ear off,
Got it.
criticize, just you know, whatever.
Okay. Okay. Do you think you'll ever tell them?
If we're going to be honest, I think they found out by themselves, but don't want to confront me on it.
Got it. Okay.
Because there was one occasion, you have to do a verification sometimes, and for the verification process, you would have to like write out a URL or username on a piece of paper to verify, along with you being in a picture with that piece of paper with your stuff written on it. And I left that piece of paper behind on my desk, and my mom looked up the URL, and she was like, "What the hell is this website?" But I mean, never really went any,
Yeah.
and didn't go any further than that. I kind of just steered away from the conversation.
Yeah. Got it. All right, man. Well, I got to go to the bathroom, and I have to go pick up my kids from school.
Yeah.
But thanks for sharing.
Yep. Mary, I'm 23.
All right. Take care, man. Bye-bye. All right, guys. Great being with you today. I'm so happy. Oh, angry. I think the better word is serious. I don't know. How am I supposed to be when somebody's telling me about all their trauma? Am I supposed to go like this? Hey, my husband has been seeing prostitutes for 30 years. Hey, my boyfriend is watching porn. I don't know what to do. Hey, my life's falling apart. Hey, I love porn. I don't love porn. It was like you know what I meant. All right, guys, great being with you today. Links in my bio if you want to schedule a call to talk about healing through betrayal trauma and or an unwanted sexual behavior. If you want someone who's going to seriously meet you in this and walk you through it, that's what we'll do. And if not, that's fine. Give me a follow if you don't follow me already. Great live today. Thanks, Austin. Oh, you're welcome. Make it a great day or not. The choice is always yours. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.